Today we are going to talk about how to become digital marketing, include salary potential of making median $156,580 to the highest of $230K as high income skills without degree, step-by-step blueprint guide by daily mindset and health adjuster steps to be successful. Video clip. Let's get straight to it.
See, in life, you can go through life, you can come up with reasons or you can come up with results. You can come up with excuses or you can come up with achievements. You can go through life blaming or you can come up with solutions. The choice is in your hands, satisfaction or despair. We can choose that.
And subscribe.
You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the f after it every daggone day.
It's very, very simple to get what you want, but it's not easy. It's your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything that you're supposed to be.
Welcome to Steps.
And you're so damn busy waiting to feel like it.
Please.
And you're never going
like,
to.
Comment,
Ever.
and subscribe.
No one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off.
Welcome to
Everybody
Steps
wants the prize,
to
but
be
nobody loves the
successful
process.
video.
Everybody wants to be a
Please
champion, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it
comment,
takes to be a
and
champion. Everybody wants to hold up the trophy and say, man, I did it, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to do it. I love the process.
What if a $230,000 salary was within your reach without needing a 4-year degree or connections? This isn't luck, it's skill. Digital marketing is in massive demand. Attention is on screens. Every business needs to be where the attention is. Those who capture attention and turn it into customers are highly valued. Are you willing to do the work? This is your wake-up call. This is reality. Are you ready to unlock that potential? I'm about to show you how. Let's be real for a minute. We've all been sold a story. Go to a good school, get good grades, go to college, get a degree, find a safe, secure job and climb the corporate ladder for 40 years. Your parents told you this. Your teachers told you this. Society screams this at you from the day you're born. But look around. Does that story still hold up? Is that path really safe and secure anymore? We're seeing massive layoffs, even in so-called safe industries. We're seeing people with master's degrees working in coffee shops, buried under $100,000 of debt. That model is broken. It's a relic of the 20th century. The system was designed for a world that no longer exists. It was designed for an industrial economy where conformity and following instructions were the most valued traits. But we don't live in that world anymore. We live in the attention economy. The internet has completely rewritten the rules of business and value. Today, the most valuable assets are creativity, adaptability, speed, and the practical ability to get things done. The world doesn't care about your GPA if you can't drive sales. A company won't care about the name of your university if you can triple their website traffic. The market rewards one thing and one thing only: results. And that is the biggest mindset shift you need to make. This is fantastic news for anyone who feels like the traditional system has left them behind. This is your chance to leapfrog everyone who is still playing by the old rules. While they are spending years and a fortune on a piece of paper, you can be spending months learning practical skills that businesses are desperate for right now. Think about the leverage you have. You can learn SEO, pay-per-click advertising, or social media management from the comfort of your own home, often for free or for a very low cost. You can build a portfolio of real work before you even land your first official job. You are in control of your own education and your own career trajectory. So I need you to do me a favor. I need you to take that old definition of success and throw it in the trash. It's holding you back. It's limiting your vision of what's possible for your life. Your potential is not defined by a piece of paper or a 4-year curriculum. It's defined by your hunger, your curiosity, and your willingness to execute. The gatekeepers are gone. The internet has demolished the gates. You don't need anyone's permission to become an expert anymore. You just need a Wi-Fi connection and the grit to see it through. Success today is about practical knowledge and proven skills, not outdated credentials. We are living through a massive economic shift, like the California gold rush. Today, the gold is customer attention online, and digital marketing is the toolkit. These are essential tools for 21st century commerce, but there's a shortage of skilled people. Digital advertising spending is growing exponentially, positioning you in a tidal wave of cash. Skilled digital marketers are in high demand, giving you incredible leverage and high salary potential. Let's talk directly about the elephant in the room, the college degree. For generations, it was the golden ticket, the non-negotiable entry pass to a good career, but in the world of digital marketing, it's becoming more and more irrelevant. I'm going to tell you something that might shock you. When I hire for my own company, VaynerMedia, I barely even look at the education section of a resume. I could not care less if you went to Harvard or if you dropped out of high school. What I care about is what you can do. Can you demonstrate that you understand the platforms? Can you show me a project you worked on? Can you talk intelligently about a recent campaign you admire? The reason a degree is losing its power in this field is because the field moves too fast. The curriculum for a 4-year marketing degree is often outdated by the time the student graduates. The digital landscape changes in months, not years. The strategies that worked on Instagram last year are already obsolete. The latest Google algorithm update can change the entire SEO game overnight. A university with its slow-moving bureaucracy simply cannot keep up. The most relevant, up-to-date information isn't found in a textbook published 2 years ago. It's found in blogs and YouTube videos, in online courses, and by actually doing the work. Think about it from a business owner's perspective. I have a problem. I need more customers. I have 2 candidates in front of me. Candidate A has a marketing degree from a good university but has no practical experience. They can talk about marketing theories from the 1980s. Candidate B has no degree but has spent the last 6 months building their own website, ranking it on Google for a few keywords, running a small but profitable Facebook ad campaign for a local business, and growing a TikTok account to 10,000 followers. Who do you think I'm going to hire? It's not even a competition. I'm hiring candidate B every single time. This is the ultimate meritocracy. Your results are your resume. Your portfolio is your diploma. The internet gives you the power to prove your worth without needing a traditional institution to validate you. You can start a blog, a podcast, or a YouTube channel about a topic you're passionate about and use it as your personal learning lab. You can practice everything you learn in real time and document the results. This hands-on experience is infinitely more valuable to an employer than a letter grade in a class you took 2 years ago. Your skills, your hustle, and your portfolio are the only currency that matters in this new economy. So, you're fired up and see the opportunity. That is exactly why I made this video, to give you the blueprint, the step-by-step practical guide to going from zero to a highly paid digital marketing professional. First, we'll break down the core skills like SEO, PPC, content, social media marketing, and analytics. Next, I'm going to show you exactly how to learn these skills with free and low-cost resources. After that, we'll get into building your personal brand and portfolio to prove you can do the work. Then, we'll map out exactly where to find the jobs and the clients. Finally, we'll break down the money you can expect to earn at each stage. This is the complete roadmap. Listen to me. This is it. This is your moment. Everything we've talked about so far, the massive opportunity, the broken traditional system, the blueprint I'm about to lay out for you, it all comes down to this. The next 40 minutes of your life could genuinely be the start of a completely new chapter. This isn't just another video you watch and forget about. This is a call to action. This is a challenge. I am challenging you to bet on yourself. I am challenging you to believe that you have what it takes to build a better future, regardless of your background or what anyone has ever told you. The path won't be easy. I'm not going to lie to you and say you can learn this overnight and be making 6 figures by next month. That's not real. There will be moments of frustration. You'll run an ad campaign that fails. You'll write a blog post that nobody reads. You'll get rejected for a job. That's part of the process. Every single successful person I know has a long list of failures behind them. The difference is, they don't quit. They see failure not as a final verdict, but as a data point. They learn from it, they adjust, and they go again. Your resilience and your persistence will be your greatest assets on this journey. But the upside is life-changing. We're not just talking about money. Yes, the $156,000 to $230,000 salary potential is incredible, but it's about what that money represents. It represents freedom. The freedom to quit a job you hate, the freedom to provide for your family without stress, the freedom to work from anywhere in the world. the freedom to build something of your own. This is about taking back control of your life and your career. It's about trading a path that someone else laid out for you for a path that you pave yourself, brick by brick, with your own effort and your own skills. So, I need you to make a decision right now. Are you a spectator or are you a player? Are you going to sit on the sidelines and watch other people grab this opportunity, or are you going to get in the game? If you're ready to play, then commit to this process. Eliminate all distractions for the rest of this video. Get a pen and paper or open a notes app. Treat this like the first day of the rest of your career. The information I'm about to share has the power to fundamentally change your income and your life, but only if you decide to take it seriously and execute. This is your moment of truth. Let's get into it. Let's dive into the core pillars of digital marketing. Digital marketing isn't a dark art, it's a practical skill set. We'll focus on 5 foundational skills every business needs. First, search engine optimization, SEO. Second, pay-per-click advertising, PPC. Third, content marketing. Fourth, social media marketing. Fifth, analytics. Understanding how they work together unlocks strategic value. The goal is to give you an overview of each and how they contribute to making businesses money. Pay attention to what sparks your interest. Let's start with SEO, or search engine optimization. It's everything you do to make Google like your website more than your competitors. The businesses that show up on that first page get almost all the clicks. SEO is the skill of getting onto that first page. Imagine you own a plumbing company. People search for emergency plumber. If your website is first, you get the call. You do this by understanding what Google is looking for. A fast, secure, mobile-friendly website with great content. This generates organic traffic. For a business, this is the gift that keeps on giving. That's why companies pay 6-figure salaries to people who can move them up in the search rankings. It breaks down into on-page, off-page, and technical SEO. The core idea is simple. Be the best, most relevant answer. Let's talk about pay-per-click advertising, or PPC. If SEO is earning your way to the top, PPC is how you buy a spot there, instantly. With PPC, a business pays when someone clicks their ad. The power of PPC is its speed and precision. They are literally turning advertising dollars into revenue, and the results are measurable. It's a mix of psychology, creative writing, and data analysis. A career in PPC could be a perfect fit for you. If SEO and PPC get people to your website, content marketing is the reason they want to come in the first place. Content can be anything: a blog post, a YouTube video, a podcast, or even a series of funny TikToks. Content marketing is the strategic approach of creating valuable content to attract and retain an audience. This is why content marketing is the long-term heartbeat of any successful digital strategy. It's the ultimate form of marketing leverage. It builds a moat around your business. It's a role that requires empathy, creativity, and a strategic mind. But social media marketing is so much more than just posting pretty pictures on Instagram. It's about building and nurturing a community. It's about having a two-way conversation with your customers and fans in the places where they are already spending hours every single day. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest are the new town squares. They are where culture is created, where conversations happen, and where relationships are built. A skilled social media marketer knows how to make a brand a welcome participant in that town square, rather than an annoying outsider who just yells advertisements. The core job of a social media manager is to represent the brand's voice and personality online. This means creating content that is native to each platform. What works on LinkedIn, like professional articles and company news, is completely different from what works on TikTok, where short, entertaining, trend-driven videos dominate. You really have to understand the context and the culture of each platform. It also involves community management, which means responding to comments, answering questions, and engaging in conversations. It's about making people feel heard and valued, turning casual followers into loyal, evangelist fans who will promote your brand for you. Why is this so valuable for businesses? Because attention is the single most valuable asset in 2024, and social media is where the attention is. A strong social media presence gives a business a direct line of communication to their audience that they actually own. They don't have to pay Google or a TV station every time they want to announce a new product or share some news. They can speak directly to their tribe. Furthermore, social proof is incredibly powerful. When a potential customer sees a brand with thousands of engaged followers, positive comments, and user-generated content, it builds a massive amount of trust and credibility that you just can't buy with an ad. To succeed in social media marketing, you need to be a great communicator. You need to be curious, creative, and adaptable because the platforms and trends are always changing. You have to be part strategist, part content creator, part customer service rep, and part data analyst. You'll be planning content calendars, writing captions, creating simple videos or graphics, engaging with followers, and tracking metrics like engagement rate and follower growth. If you are naturally social, love understanding what makes people tick, and enjoy the fast-paced nature of online culture, this could be an amazing career path for you. In an age of flashy new platforms like TikTok and AI, it's easy to overlook one of the oldest and most powerful tools, email marketing. But let me tell you a secret that every top marketer knows. The money is in the list. An email list is one of the most valuable assets a business can own. Why? Because unlike your social media followers or your search engine rankings, you own your email list. Mark Zuckerberg can't change an algorithm and suddenly prevent you from reaching your audience. Google can't demote you. It is a direct, reliable line of communication to your most engaged prospects and customers. Think about it. Someone giving you their email address is a significant act of trust. They are inviting you into their personal inbox, a space they check every single day. This is a much more intimate relationship than a casual follow on Instagram. These are people who have raised their hands and said, "Yes, I want to hear from you." This makes them an incredibly warm audience. They are far more likely to open your messages, click on your links, and buy your products than a cold audience you reach through an ad. The return on investment for email marketing is consistently ranked as the highest among all digital marketing channels, often returning $40 or more for every $1 spent. A skilled email marketer does much more than just blast out weekly newsletters. They are masters of segmentation and personalization. They can divide the email list into different groups based on interests, past purchases, or how they've interacted with the website. This allows them to send highly relevant, personalized messages that feel like they were written just for the recipient. They can create automated email sequences like a welcome series for new subscribers or a sequence to re-engage people who haven't opened an email in a while. This is called marketing automation, and it's a powerful way to nurture relationships and drive sales on autopilot. The work of an email marketer involves a mix of strategy, writing, and technical setup. You need to devise strategies to get people to sign up for the list in the first place, using lead magnets like free guides or discounts. You need to be a strong copywriter, able to craft compelling subject lines that get emails opened and engaging body copy that gets people to act. And you need to be comfortable using email marketing software like MailChimp, ConvertKit, or Klaviyo to build, send, and analyze your campaigns. If you like the idea of building direct relationships and driving measurable revenue, mastering email marketing is a surefire way to become a high-income professional. Please comment. Digital marketing include the city you are watching this video from, if you make it this far as a winner. Finally, we come to the pillar that holds all the others accountable: analytics. Digital marketing analytics is the process of measuring, collecting, analyzing, and reporting on the data from all your marketing activities. Its purpose is simple but profound: to understand what is working, what isn't, and why. Without analytics, you're just guessing. You're flying blind. You might be spending thousands on ads that don't work, or creating content that nobody cares about. Analytics is the scoreboard that tells you the truth. It replaces opinions, and I think with facts, and I know. Every action a user takes online can be tracked. We can see how many people visited a website, which pages they looked at, and how long they stayed. We can see which marketing channel brought them there. Was it a Google search, a Facebook ad, or a link in an email? We can track how many people who clicked an ad actually ended up buying the product. This data is a goldmine of insights. A skilled analyst can look at this data and tell a story. They can say, "Our SEO efforts are bringing in a lot of traffic, but these visitors are leaving the site quickly." We need to improve the content on these pages. Or, our Instagram ads are performing twice as well as our Facebook ads, so we should shift more of our budget to Instagram. This skill is what separates the amateur marketers from the highly paid professionals. Business owners and executives don't want to hear about your creative ideas. They want to see results. They want to see a return on their investment. When you can walk into a meeting with a clear, data-backed report that shows exactly how your marketing efforts have increased traffic, leads, and sales, you become invaluable. You speak the language of business, which is the language of numbers and ROI. This ability to prove your worth with hard data is what allows you to justify a high salary. You are no longer just a creative person, you are a business growth driver. To get started with analytics, you'll need to get familiar with tools like Google Analytics, which is the standard for tracking website data. You'll also learn to use the built-in analytics dashboards on platforms like Facebook Ads Manager and Google Ads. The job involves setting up tracking, creating dashboards and reports to monitor key performance indicators, KPIs, and most importantly, interpreting the data to provide actionable recommendations. If you have an analytical mind, enjoy solving puzzles, and like the idea of being the brains behind a marketing operation, specializing in analytics is a path to becoming one of the most respected and highest paid people in the entire field. You've seen the pillars. You understand SEO, PPC, and the opportunity. 99% of people get stuck in learning mode, watching endless videos but never doing anything. The key is to do. This is an action-based blueprint. You learn by executing. You'll never learn to swim until you jump in the pool. Failure is the best teacher. This is your step-by-step guide to learning in the real world. We'll focus on a cycle of learn, do, review. That loop is the fastest path to mastery. For every hour you spend learning, spend at least 2 hours implementing. Action is the only thing that matters. This blueprint is for players ready to get their hands dirty. Let's get into the specifics. Let's start with the most beautiful word, free. You don't need to spend a dime to get a world-class education in digital marketing. The biggest players give away the best information for free because they want you to succeed. Google and Meta have incredible, comprehensive, and completely free training portals. Next up is YouTube, the greatest free university ever created. For SEO, watch Brian Dean from Backlinko and RF's YouTube channel. Beyond video, you need to be reading blogs. For SEO, the Moz blog and the Search Engine Journal are required reading. Finally, don't forget about podcasts. The combination of these free resources is more than enough to give you a stronger, more current education, and it costs you nothing but your time and your commitment. While you can learn almost everything for free, sometimes a small, strategic investment can save you your most valuable asset, time. The free route requires you to piece together a curriculum for yourself, which can be a slow process. A good low-cost online course can provide a structured learning path, taking you from A to Z on a specific topic in a logical order. This can be a smart way to accelerate your learning on one of the core pillars. But I want to be very clear, we are not talking about spending thousands of dollars on some guru's masterclass. We are talking about smart, affordable investments, typically under a few $100s, that deliver massive value. Platforms like Udemy and Coursera are great places to start. You can often find highly rated, comprehensive courses on topics like the Complete Digital Marketing Course or deep dives into SEO or Facebook ads for the price of a few pizzas. The key is to look for courses with thousands of reviews and a high average rating. Read the reviews. Look for instructors who are actual practitioners, not just professional course creators. These courses are great for getting a structured overview and filling in the gaps in your free learning. They often include projects and quizzes that force you to apply what you've learned, which is exactly what we want. Another incredible resource for low-cost, high-value learning is HubSpot Academy. While they have a ton of free certifications, which we'll cover next, they also offer more in-depth courses. Because HubSpot's business is selling marketing software, their educational content is world-class. They want you to be a great marketer, so you will use their tools. They have courses on content marketing, email marketing, inbound marketing, and more. The quality is exceptionally high, and they are masters at breaking down complex topics. Many of their certifications and courses are free, but even their paid content offers incredible value for the price. This is a source you can absolutely trust. The final piece of advice on paid courses is to be extremely selective. The internet is full of people selling dreams. Before you ever pull out your credit card, ask yourself a few questions. Have I exhausted the free resources on this topic first? Is the instructor a known and respected practitioner in the field? Does the course promise a specific practical skill, or does it just promise vague results like financial freedom? Stick to courses that teach you the how to set up a Google ad campaign, how to do a technical SEO audit, how to write an email welcome sequence. A small investment of $50 or $100 to save you 40 hours of confused searching is a fantastic return on your investment. Once you've started to build up your knowledge, you need a way to signal that knowledge to potential employers and clients. In a world without a college degree, certifications from respected industry platforms are your new diploma. They're a credible third-party validation that you have achieved a certain level of competency in a specific skill. They show that you've not only consumed the material, but that you've passed an exam to prove you understand it. While a certification alone won't get you a job, it's a powerful and often necessary checkmark on your resume that gets you past the initial filters and into the interview room. Best of all, many of the most valuable ones are completely free. Your first and most important stop is Google. Google offers a suite of free, globally recognized certifications through its Skillshop platform. The Google Ads Search certification is an absolute must-have if you're interested in PPC. It proves you understand the fundamentals of creating and managing campaigns on the world's largest search engine. Similarly, the Google Analytics individual qualification is essential. It signals that you know how to read the data, interpret reports, and measure what matters. Getting these two certifications should be a top priority. They're foundational and instantly recognizable to anyone in the industry. Put them on your LinkedIn profile and your resume as soon as you pass them. Next, you need to look at the other major players. Meta Blueprint offers certifications for advertising on Facebook and Instagram. While some of these have a fee for the proctored exam, they carry a lot of weight, especially if you want to specialize in social media advertising. HubSpot Academy is another powerhouse for free certifications. Their content marketing and email marketing certifications are particularly well respected. Passing these shows a deep understanding of the inbound marketing philosophy, which is highly valued by modern companies. Again, these are free to obtain and provide a fantastic structured way to learn while earning a credential at the end. It's important to view certifications as a starting point, not a finish line. They prove you know the theory. They don't prove you can get results. Nobody is going to hire you for $150,000 just because you have a Google Ads certificate. They'll hire you because you can use the knowledge demonstrated by that certificate to make them money. So, think of certifications as your learner's permit. They give you the credibility to get on the road. But your portfolio, which we'll build next, is your driver's license. It's the proof that you can actually drive. Get the key certifications to open the door, then build your portfolio to prove you deserve to be in the room. This is the biggest hurdle for most people. How do I get experience if no one will hire me without experience? It's the classic chicken and egg problem. The answer is simple. You create your own experience. You need to build a sandbox, a personal project where you have total freedom to practice, experiment, fail, and learn without any client pressure. This is, without a doubt, the most critical step in the entire process of going from learner to earner. Your personal project is your lab, your gym, and your portfolio all rolled into one. It is non-negotiable. You must do this. The easiest way to start is to create your own blog or simple website around a passion or hobby. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be about reviewing local coffee shops, training for a marathon, vintage video games, urban gardening, anything you genuinely care about. Pick something you won't get bored of in 2 weeks. Then go get a domain name and cheap web hosting. This is one of the few things I recommend spending a little money on, maybe $50 for a full year. Install WordPress, which is free. Now you have your sandbox. This website is your personal playground to apply everything you're learning about digital marketing. Now, you apply the skills. Learning SEO? Start doing keyword research for your topic and write blog posts targeting those keywords. Install Google Analytics and Google Search Console, both free, and learn how to read the data. Learning content marketing? You have a platform to publish your work. Learning social media. Create social media profiles for your project and start trying to grow a following. Learning email marketing. Set up a free MailChimp account and try to get your first 10 subscribers. Want to try PPC? You can run a Google ad campaign for your blog with a budget of just $5 a day to practice the mechanics of setting up a campaign. This project becomes the foundation of your portfolio. When you go for your first job interview and they ask for your experience, you don't say, "I don't have any." You say, "I built a website from scratch about your topic. I taught myself SEO and now I rank on the first page of Google for the keyword, your keyword. I grew an Instagram account for the project to 500 followers in 3 months by doing X, Y, and Z. I ran a small test ad campaign that resulted in a 15% click-through rate." You see the power in that? You are showing initiative, passion, and real-world results even if they were on a small scale. This is infinitely more impressive than a degree and no practical experience. We've covered a lot, so let's create a concrete, actionable 90-day plan. This roadmap will help turn information into real momentum. The goal isn't mastery, but building a solid foundation and a portfolio of work to get your first paying gig. Month 1 focuses on foundation. Pick SEO or PPC, get certified, set up your website, and write 3 blog posts. Month 2 is implementation. Publish weekly content, build social profiles, and run a small PPC campaign, or build backlinks. Month 3 focuses on results. Analyze data, create a case study for your portfolio, and optimize your online presence. By day 90, you'll be a practitioner with certifications and proof of work, ready for the next step. If you want to succeed, stop thinking of yourself as a job seeker. Think of yourself as a media company. Your name is your brand. Everything you post represents that brand. Potential employers will Google you. Will they find a professional? Control your narrative by communicating your expertise. Share articles, live tweet webinars, and comment thoughtfully. These actions build a public record of your knowledge. Pick your platforms and be consistent. LinkedIn is non-negotiable. Document your journey. Build a personal brand based on hustle and genuine passion. You are a media company of one. Start acting like it. Your portfolio is your proof, more powerful than any resume. Don't just claim skills, show them. Ranked a site on Google? Grew a social account? Document it. Start simple, a Google Drive folder with mini case studies. Objective, process, results, and what you learned. For example, show how you ranked your Sandbox blog for a keyword with screenshots and analytics. Add new projects as you go. Pro bono work, freelance gigs. Each one builds your credibility. When you apply for jobs, send your portfolio. It's your ticket to stand out. Your first project should be a passion project, something you love. Pick a topic you're obsessed with, like urban gardening or gaming, and build a blog or social presence around it. Passion keeps you going when results are slow. It makes your work authentic and engaging. You already know the audience because you are the audience. This project shows initiative, drive, and creativity. Qualities employers crave. When you talk about it, your excitement will be contagious. After your passion project, level up with real-world experience. Offer your skills pro bono. Approach a small business or charity with a specific time-limited offer, like managing their Instagram for 60 days. Set clear goals, deliver results, and ask to use the project as a case study. You'll learn client communication and build a portfolio piece that proves you can deliver for others. Choose organizations you care about. Your enthusiasm will show. Do great work, get testimonials, and you'll be ready to charge next time. Or, your LinkedIn is your digital HQ. Make it shine. Use a clear, professional photo and a headline that highlights your specialty, not just student. Brand your banner image and write an about section that tells your story and passion for marketing. List your passion and pro bono projects as real experience with bullet points and results. Use numbers. Grew Instagram from 0 to 500 in 60 days. Beats managed account. Be active, connect, comment, and share insights or wins. Turn your profile into a living hub, not a static resume. Networking is about giving value, not just asking for favors. Engage with industry leaders online. Comment thoughtfully, ask questions, and share your experiences. Be a connector. Introduce people who could help each other. Build goodwill by helping first. Only ask for advice or feedback after you've given value. When you do ask, keep it small and respectful, like a quick virtual coffee for feedback. Networking is a marathon of generosity, not a sprint for favors. You've done the work, built your sandbox project, and sharpened your LinkedIn profile. Now, it's time to get paid. This is where you start turning those skills into real income. You are now actively selling a valuable service. We're going to break down the exact hunting grounds where you can find your first paying opportunities. Before we dive into the specific channels, you need to prepare your ammunition. Let's get organized, get confident, and go on the hunt. Let's start with the most obvious place, the big job boards. Websites like LinkedIn, Indeed, and Glassdoor are the digital main street for job seekers. Millions of jobs are posted here, including tons of entry-level and junior digital marketing roles. Your first step should be to set up alerts for keywords like junior digital marketing, marketing assistant, SEO specialist, PPC analyst, and social media coordinator. Have these alerts emailed to you daily. Your goal is to be one of the first people to apply when a new, relevant role is posted. Speed matters. Getting your application in within the first 24 hours dramatically increases your chances of it being seen by a human. Now here's the key to not getting lost in the black hole of online applications. You cannot just quick apply with the same generic resume to 100 jobs a day. That is a losing strategy. You are just a number at that point. For every single job you apply for, you must customize your application. Read the job description carefully. What specific skills are they asking for? If the description emphasizes SEO and content writing, make sure your resume headline and summary highlight your experience with that. Your cover letter should be a direct response to their needs, referencing your portfolio case study that is most relevant to what they're looking for. It's about quality, not quantity. Beyond the big generic boards, you need to dig into the niche job sites. These are smaller, industry-specific job boards where the quality of the listings is often much higher and the competition is lower. Websites like We Work Remotely and Remote.co are fantastic for finding remote marketing jobs. AngelList is the place to go if you're interested in working for startups. There are even marketing-specific job boards like Growth Hackers Jobs and ProBlogger Job Board. Finding and focusing on these niche sites shows you're more serious and connected to the industry than someone who just blindly applies on Indeed. It's a signal that you're an insider. Don't get discouraged. Applying on job boards is a numbers game, even with a customized approach. You might send out 50 applications and only hear back from 2 or 3. That is normal. That is part of the process. Do not let the silence crush your spirit. Each application is practice. Each rejection is a data point. Maybe you need to tweak your resume. Maybe you need a stronger case study. The key is to stay consistent, track your applications in a simple spreadsheet, and keep improving your approach. While you're waiting for replies, you're not just sitting around. You're actively hunting on the other grounds we're about to cover. This is just one line in the water. Let's explore freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. They are meritocracies where your portfolio is key. Build a killer profile with a professional photo and a clear headline. Your profile should highlight the problems you solve, showcase case studies, and link to your portfolio. Get reviews by offering pro bono work. Compete on effort, not just price. Avoid generic proposals. Instead, create personalized videos. Focus on gaining experience and building your reputation. Start with smaller projects to get those crucial 5-star reviews. Use these platforms to sharpen your skills and build a portfolio for bigger opportunities. For many, a full-time job with benefits and a team is the goal. Digital marketing agencies are great learning environments. You work with diverse clients and are surrounded by specialists. The learning curve is steep and experience gained is accelerated. Be targeted. Research and list 20-30 agencies you admire. Target smaller, local, or fully remote agencies. Study their websites and culture. Follow key people on social media. Use the value-first outreach method. Email the department head with a specific, actionable idea for a client. This shows initiative and demonstrates your skills. This can bypass HR and get you talking to a decision maker. It's a high-effort, high-reward strategy. This direct approach requires hustle, but it's rewarding. Find businesses with marketing problems and offer solutions. Create opportunities from nothing. Use Google and Google Maps. Search for local services like plumbers. Ignore ads and top map results. Target businesses on pages 2 and 3. Audit their online presence. Is their website outdated? Few recent reviews? Find painful problems. Create a short, personalized video. Explain the problems and business impact. Offer a simple next step. Send a concise email. One yes is a new client. That's power. Let's talk about the money and salaries. Nobody starts at the top. It begins with your first dollar, that first paycheck. So what can you realistically expect to earn when starting out? Freelance gigs might start around $300, $500 per project. The first jobs are about getting paid experience and building confidence. Aim for a recurring income of $1,000, $2,000 a month. Or full-time roles like marketing coordinator can start around $45,000 to $60,000 per year. This first job is your launchpad. Your starting salary is just that, a starting point. After a year, your earning potential explodes. The first paycheck unlocks the door. You've put in the time and have a portfolio full of client results. Now you're climbing to that median salary of $156,580. This is very real for experienced professionals who have specialized and can prove their ROI. A PPC manager or SEO strategist with expertise can command this level of income. They can easily earn between $120,000 and $160,000 because their work is directly tied to revenue. The key theme here is specialization and strategy. You are owning an entire channel and are responsible for the strategy, execution, and the results. You've moved from being a technician to being an architect. So how do you get to the top of the mountain? How do you reach that elite tier, the 200,000 to 230,000 plus level? This is where you transition from being a channel expert into a true business leader. These roles are less about doing the work yourself and more about leading teams, setting strategy, and being responsible for the entire growth of the company's marketing function. People earning this kind of money have a deep holistic understanding of how all the digital marketing pillars work together. They can speak the language of the CEO and the CFO. They don't just talk about click-through rates. They talk about market share, customer lifetime value, and profit margins. The most common role at this level is the Director of Digital Marketing, or VP of Marketing. This person oversees the entire marketing department, including the SEO manager, the PPC team, the content creators, and the social media staff. They're responsible for setting the budget, hiring and managing the team, and reporting performance to the executive team. They need deep experience in at least one marketing channel, but also strong working knowledge of all of them. They are master strategists, great leaders, and they have a proven track record of building and scaling successful marketing programs that drive massive revenue growth. Another path to this elite income level is to become a top-tier freelancer or start your own specialized agency. A highly sought-after freelance consultant who specializes in something very specific, like e-commerce PPC for fashion brands or technical SEO for SaaS companies, can easily bill over $200 per hour. If you do the math, billing 30 hours a week at that rate gets you over $300,000 a year. These are the absolute best of the best in their niche. They're brought in to solve complex problems that internal teams can't handle. They have incredible case studies and a powerful personal brand that attracts high-paying clients to them. To reach this level, you need more than just marketing skills. You need to develop business acumen. You need to understand finance, operations, and leadership. You need to be an incredible communicator, able to sell your ideas to a C-suite and inspire a team to execute on your vision. This level of success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of 7 to 10 years of relentless learning, delivering results, and building a reputation as a trusted, strategic leader. But the key takeaway is that this path is open to you. It doesn't require an MBA from an Ivy League school. It requires a decade of delivering undeniable value. We've talked about the salary ranges, but what actually determines where you fall within those ranges? Why does one PPC manager make $110,000 while another with similar experience makes $160,000? There are several key X factors that have a huge impact on your earning potential. Understanding these factors will allow you to be strategic in your career and position yourself for the highest possible income. It's not just about being good at your job. It's about being good at your job in the right place, in the right industry, and with the right skills. Let's break down the most important variables that can supercharge your paycheck. First and foremost is your location and the cost of living. A marketing coordinator job in New York City or San Francisco is going to pay significantly more than the exact same job in Des Moines, Iowa. However, with the rise of remote work, this is becoming more fluid. Many companies, especially in the tech industry, are now offering location-agnostic salaries. This is a massive opportunity. It means you can potentially earn a San Francisco-level salary while living in a lower cost of living area, dramatically increasing your disposable income. Targeting remote-first companies can be one of the single biggest financial levers you can pull in your career. Second is the industry you work in. Digital marketers are needed in every industry, but not all industries pay the same. The highest-paying sectors are typically technology, especially SaaS, software as a service, finance, and healthcare. These industries have high profit margins and a deep understanding of how digital marketing drives their bottom line. A digital marketer at a fast-growing tech startup or a major financial firm will almost always earn more than a marketer at a nonprofit or in the retail industry. Specializing in a high-growth, high-margin industry makes you a more valuable and higher-paid commodity. Finally, the most important X factor is your ability to prove your value through data. This is the common thread through everything we've discussed. The people who get paid the most are the ones who can directly connect their work to revenue. It's that simple. If you specialize in a channel like PPC or email marketing where the ROI is crystal clear, you will have more leverage than someone in a role like organic social media, where attribution can be fuzzier. You must become obsessed with tracking your results and building case studies. Your portfolio of proven, quantifiable successes is the ultimate negotiation tool. It's the weapon that allows you to confidently ask for what you're worth because you have the receipts to back it up. So, here we are. We've come to the end of the blueprint. We've walked through the entire journey from understanding the 5 core pillars of digital marketing to the exact step-by-step plan to learn the skills, build your portfolio, and hunt for those high-paying jobs. We've dissected the salary potential, showing you the realistic path from your very first paycheck all the way up to the elite $230,000 tier. I've given you the map. I've shown you the tools. I've laid out the entire game plan right in front of you. The information is no longer the obstacle. The only thing left now is you. The only variable that matters from this point forward is your execution. Think back to the beginning of this video. I asked you a question. What if a life-changing salary was within your reach, without the need for a traditional degree? For the last 45 minutes, I've shown you not just that it's possible, but exactly how it's being done every single day. The opportunity is not some distant dream. It's a tangible reality in the 2024 economy. The demand for people who can drive business results online is not slowing down. It's accelerating. Businesses are desperate for your skills. They are desperate for people who can help them navigate this digital world and find new customers. You now have the roadmap to become one of those people. The path I've laid out is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It demands work. It demands hustle, grit, and a relentless commitment to learning and doing. There will be frustrating days. There will be moments of self-doubt, but the alternative is staying exactly where you are right now, continuing down a path that you already know won't lead you to the life you want. You are standing at a crossroads. One path is the safe, familiar road of mediocrity and quiet dissatisfaction. The other path is uncertain. It's challenging, but it leads to a destination of freedom, impact, and financial security that you build with your own 2 hands. The choice of which path to take is entirely yours. No one can make it for you. Not me, not your parents, not your friends. You have to decide if you're going to be a spectator in your own life or if you're going to step into the arena and fight for the future you deserve. You have the knowledge, you have the blueprint, you have the fire inside you that made you watch this entire video. Now you have to make a choice. Are you going to let this just be another interesting video you watched, or are you going to let today, May 24th, 2024, be the day you decided to change your damn life? I truly believe that every single person watching this has the potential to achieve this. It's not about being a genius, it's about being hungry and consistent. The opportunity is there for the taking, but you have to take the first step. And I want you to take that first step right now with me. I want you to make a public declaration of your commitment. It's a psychological trick, but it works. When you state your intention out loud, you make it real. you create accountability. So right now, I want you to go down to the comments section. I want you to do two things for me. First, I want you to comment with the words digital marketing. That simple act is your signal. It's a signal to me, to a community of fellow hustlers, and most importantly, to yourself, that you are serious, that you are drawing a line in the sand. After you type digital marketing, I want you to add the name of the city you're watching this video from. Why? Because I want you to see that you are not alone on this journey. You'll see comments from people in Dallas, London, Mumbai, Manila, and your own hometown. You are part of a global movement of people who are tired of the old way and are building their own future. This is your new tribe. After you leave that comment, your next step is not to go watch another video. Your next step is to go back to part 3 of this video, the 90-day action plan. Pick one of those first actions and do it right now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until Monday. Go and register for the Google Skillshop. Go and buy that domain name for your sandbox project. Open a Google Doc and start writing your first blog post. The momentum you build in the next 60 minutes right after finishing this video will be the most powerful catalyst for your entire journey. Do not let this energy fade. Harness it. Use it. Take action now. Thank you so much for your attention. I know your time is valuable and I appreciate you spending it with me. I have poured everything I know into this blueprint because I genuinely want to see you win. The world needs more practitioners, more builders, more people who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty and create value. Now it's your turn. Go leave that comment. Take that first action. Bet on yourself. I promise you, if you commit to this process and execute relentlessly, you will look back 1 year from now and you will not even recognize your own life. Now go do it.
The secret to unlocking real success lies within the wisdom you already possess. The time is now. Take the smallest possible action today. The first step is yours to take. Remember, if you want things in your life to change, you've got to make an adjustment in your mindset of change things in your life, another to get the result you want.
Hey, self. Adjust my frequency to ignite my energy as you...
Your wish is my command.